All right. Hey, we're live.
You're live, Roxy. She's a statue.
Yeah, looks like she's sleeping. Can you hear me good?
Yeah,
Check out the poker run flag behind me, all signed up.
that's pretty nifty. I signed that.
That's a good time. So I am down here at CARC in Monticello, Arkansas, actually in John Ed's office, our marketing director. He just ran home to let his dog out. What's up, Devin? Sorry, I will call you back.
Oh, I
Here
can't
shortly.
see the chats.
So you just go to the comments on the right,
I see it.
and then you should be able. You see the chats now.
Yeah.
What's it like sitting in that chair right there?
I mean, it's
Usually
all
get
right.
a crappy chair next to it.
Yeah, I usually get the old rickety wooden chair, but I mean, this one, you're missing an armrest. I
I'm live.
think.
What's up? Yep. Bye. Oh my gosh.
Red, who are you coming in the chat telling me where the comments are? Why don't you get up here and come live with me? He thinks he's hot stuff there. Come on upstairs, Rhett. No boat for you. Just kidding.
So, can I be in the head-to-head? So we got a lot of things to talk about tonight, but we're going to keep it short.
My phone has been blowing up about the bracket.
Not one person's called me today.
I haven't had anyone call me, but I've had about 5 messages about it. How can they get in? What's it consist of? Is that a new one?
Yeah, it's not. I couldn't find the red, white, and blue.
Okay.
It's a punk punch.
Ugh, that sounds like your other pink one you like.
It's not great, but it's.
Red is famous now. You gotta pay for screen time. Yeah, that's right. He's down there working out. Say hi to everyone, Rhett.
He is crazy that he's working out.
We got to talk about where's the championship.
Oh my gosh. We're going to talk about this 1v1 bracket. We're going to talk about where the championship is, Angler of the Year, the money for Angler of the Year, and possibly where I'm going the next 2 days to wrap up the 2026 season that you don't even know about. You don't even know where I'm going.
That I don't even know about. But yeah, I don't even know where you are right now.
I'm in John Ed's office.
Well, I do because you just told us. But and we got to talk about a stop that we already know. We just don't know what date for the 27 trail.
Oh, yeah.
Do you even know about that?
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the championship.
Okay, let's start with Cole Delp.
What are we going to start with on him?
I think you should put all of them in a hat and you draw what's going to be talked about first.
It's all so exciting, though. What's up, Mike? How goes it? Chad?
I'm chomping at the bit.
Brandon? Fudd?
Oh, Fudd.
Your bracket concept is legit. You should have the anglers not know the ramp or specific body of water until day of. So we're going to get into that. Let's start with the championship. Let's pull up so we know the dates. I'll pull the website up just to kind of confirm. So if you're watching, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen.
It's raining here and it's yucky. I don't know, Cole.
It's like 80 and beautiful here.
You hear him, Rob?
What's Cole saying?
Do you think he's bragging, Roxy? You think he's bragging? 80 and sunny and hot? Well, tell me.
Okay, so here is the twistedcatoutdoors.com. And we got to talk about points too.
Yeah, points are updated. Man.
So can you see this? The 2026 tournaments, obviously Decatur, Garland's done.
I can see it.
Alton Catfish Classic is sold out. We have 6 boats on a waiting list. And somebody asked, I think, they said, well, why do you do a waiting list? Well, we do that waiting list is because we want to get 100 boats is kind of what we like. It's a good number. It's a good payout. And I don't know. We just, that 100 boat number is kind of where we're at with that. Maybe in the future we can grow up. But when it comes to, like Liz had said in a comment, when it comes to logistics and help and making things run smoothly, we just feel like 100 boat is a really good mark to have. So I know Bennett's on here. He's looking to get in the tournament. Keith Hurley, how do I get on the waiting list for Alton? So message Liz and she will put you on the waiting list.
I don't think I can. I can join the chat.
Kendall West, enjoyed the show in Memphis. It was a fun experience from a whole family. Kendall, where did you come from? And thanks. We appreciate the kind words. Robert, 26 degrees. That's terrible.
That sounds terrible. Yeah, I don't know if you want to post my number in there, but if not, on the Alton page, we just put a picture on with my number. And yeah, you can call or text me. If I don't answer during the day, it's because I'm teaching. And if I don't answer, you can leave me a voicemail or text me, and I'll get you on the waiting list. I think there's 6.
Yeah, right now we have 6 on the waiting list. So make sure you get on that waiting list. I think we got 1 or 2 that are not sure that they might have to back out due to work. And then Fort Madison, I think, is in the mid 40s already registered. And then Burlington, Perryville, New Madrid, Savannah, Tennessee. And then go ahead and tell them, let me get us back up. Go ahead and tell them why is this not working? All right, go ahead and tell them where the championship is and the date. Tell them the date.
Hold on, let me look. I may have forgotten the date.
Weekend.
November 6, 7.
Is it really 6, 7?
Friday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan City, Louisiana.
And
yay! Insert applause.
So we're heading back to Morgan City, Louisiana, and we are super, super pumped about it. But even bigger money this year. So what did we pay out? Over $30,000. I think it was 25, and then we had some other stuff on that. But Angler of the Year is something that we've always struggled, getting money, trying to find out, does it make sense? Like, how much money does it take to really entice an Angler of the Year? And I'm always like, I don't know. It's tough to find that. Well, Power Pull stepped up, and we're going to do $10,000 for first place for Angler of the Year. So
that's a good amount.
Angler of the Year is going to be 10 grand. Runner up is 2,500. So we've got $12,500 for Angler of the Year and runner up. That's huge.
That's so exciting.
And we've had a little bit here and there, but we've never had really money to make that make sense. So, I mean, if you win the championship this year and your Angler of the Year, that's huge. And it's a no entry fee. The points race doesn't cost you $1. The championship doesn't cost you $1. What it does cost you is to be good enough to get invited. I'll share.
Some people barely made it last year that were really, really tried all season long. And there were some people that tried all season long and did not make it.
Yeah. So this is just got finished. My mom got this done recently, and now this isn't all done. Obviously, we're missing one, maybe possibly two events on this lineup that'll be in the fall. But if you look here, you can kind of see how it's already playing out. Kevin Parks in the lead with 387 points. Joseph Crawford's already ready. He's like, oh, I guess I'll book my hotel. And Joseph Crawford in third place right now. So I think, you know, we've got a lot of anglers chasing it this year from all over the country. And it's going to be, you know, not having as many events as we had last year is going to make it extremely tough to get in. Like, you're not going to have those, you know, Nate Moore had 7 that he could drop, and he's not going to have those. So he's going to have to really make what he fishes works. So, and just like it's worked in the past, it's going to be your top 4 events out of however many events we have. So you got to make 4 of them count.
I think cutting back on the events, like on the tournaments for an angler on that side of things, I mean, during a tournament, you really got to strategize, like, what is working. If something's not working, you got to switch it up, you know, and figure out what's going to work to get you some points. You can't zero out in a tournament because it's not going to help you.
Yeah.
You got to figure something out. Woohoo!
So that's already some big news. Like I said, it's so the championship is in Morgan City. Angler of the Year went from practically no money to $10,000. Runner-up is $2,500. They will be posted on the website. So I'll show you where they'll be at. Let's see.
You go to Twisted Cat.
Yeah, so Cindy, I don't have them up because, like I said, we just got them. Well, my mom just got them done, and I'm traveling, so I'll try to get them on the link tonight. But
where they'll be is Twisted Cat, and then that's where they'll be. You tap where it says explains the points, which right now that link takes you to last year's. But
so this will be a hyperlink where it says 2025 points race calculations. This will be changed in the next 2 days and everything. So
it's a top 50.
Yeah, so Dwayne asked top 25. It's a top 50. So the top 50 anglers, that ends up being about 25 boats. How many boats do we have last year?
I'd have to get my papers. I don't really remember, but it usually ends up being 20 to 25.
So again, pretty cool. This has been a really, really good year for us so far. You know, we've had 2 events now that's sold out. We had Bama Blues sold out at 100 boats, $100,000. We just sold the Alton Classic out. We had 63 boats last year at the Alton Classic. Now we have 100, and we've got 6 or maybe now 7 in a waiting list to get in.
That's crazy.
And I think that we're going to put one more on the map that's out west that might do the same thing. Arrival to Bama Blues in October. So I'm working on that. But we've got good events. Like I said, I think Fort Madison, was it in the mid 40s already? I think we only had 50 boats last year in Fort Madison.
That's a lot.
So we talked about that again. So what is next? You doing Memphis next year also? I don't know, Robert. Liz, what do you think? Have we talked about that?
What do you mean, the expo?
Are we doing the expo next year?
I mean, maybe. I think it was good.
I think it was really good, yeah. What's everybody think? Everybody have fun at it? I know.
Hey, what's everyone's opinion on it? We like you. It worked out.
Yeah, another thing that I wanted to kind of hit on and explain, you know, what we've done with Twisted Cat. Not like that's why I say we. Fort Madison won't be capped. We don't want to hit over 100. I don't know that we'll hit 100, but as of right now, we're not capping Fort Madison. I guess we'd cap it at 100, but I don't think I think we're going to be in the 60s or 70s, but we'll see. Sonic Ice is fire. 11 Irish for it. So how everybody has helped grow Twisted Cat over the years, from the sponsors, the anglers. You know, I had a goal years ago. How do we build this to be the next level? You know, if we want to get to the top of the top, and how we've kind of have the schedule, you know, making it the best of the best that gets into the championship. Was that lightning?
Did you see me light up? That was lightning from this window.
Catfish Grady, I'll get to you in just a second on that question. Good question. But so the big thing is, what makes an angler? You see a lot of tournaments going on that, you know, they're the world champion, or they're this or that. And what we've done is we made it to where it's hard that if you fish the Alton Classic or Bama Blues or MRM and you fish one tournament and you win it, does that make you the best? And we kind of like to see more consistency. So, you know, the championship really showcases with Twisted Cat how hard it is to make it. Obviously, a lot of people, there's several anglers on here that tried to make it last year that didn't get to make it. But if you make it, that's a pretty big deal. And as you see the top anglers in the last 3 years that we've been doing this, it gets harder and harder to get involved. So that's really, really cool. You know, what we're always trying to kind of strive for. And that's, you know, what's also brought up this 1v1 thing. So somebody had actually shared that they started a trend, and I don't, that's cool that they got a bracket challenge, but I was trying to find some video. How many years ago was that when we did the bracket deal or the 1v1 stuff? Was that 3 years ago now? It's been that long.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3.
So Brian, St. Alma, and myself went head to head down in Louisiana, and it was a super fun event. We both had Starlink. We were mic'd up.
Stop struggling.
It was a really fun event. And then Mike Mitchell went against Brian in a 1v1. So now we've been talking about this for a long time. And then just late last night, I was at a hotel, and I thought, let's really bring this to light. So I'll share. Is that pulling up? You see that now?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that good.
Okay, so this is Chris Wallace helped me on this. You helped us a little bit last night. I'll give you that, right?
Until I fell asleep on the phone.
Until you fell asleep. So we worked on this, and what's up, Andy? Let me actually real quick. Let me get back to, so Catfish Grady said what the ramps for the Alton Catfish Classic, since we have 100 boats. So as we talk about always in Alton, you know, our hands are tied on a lot of scenarios. A lot of things can change here in the next week or two, because we're getting rain, I think, almost every day, Lance. So we'll kind of see. Obviously, my goal is to keep, you know, I would love to see 2 ramps, you know, one above the dam, one below the dam. Obviously, if Maple Island is out, that really hurts us, but we want to keep boats as close as possible. If they want to run, they can run, but, you know, we don't want people to put in at Klondike or Chester. I mean, that's definitely the absolute last case scenario. Will you ever come to Sandusky? That is on the list. Hopefully they reach out to us someday, but yes, that's definitely on the list. Are these 1v1 on the same water during an event or outside? So let's dive into this. So if you look at this, what we've done in the past and how we're looking at this, and we don't have all the rules kind of dialed in, but we just wanted to showcase. So obviously the first one we've got, and we just went ahead and numbered them. We got Alex and Liz. So our plan is that we're going to go head to head probably in the next couple weeks. She's going to be in a boat. I'm going to be in a boat. So we'll both be in a boat by ourselves. We'll have cameras, and we'll have good audio, and you're going to, you know, good live all day long. And it's just how many fish can you catch? So Liz can't be in Alabama and me in Illinois. So, I mean, think of it as a regular Twisted Cat tournament, but there's only 2 boats going head to head, and it's live. And
It's gotta be the same time, the same body of water, the same fish regulations.
And some of you got to watch what we did in the past with Brian. And that what was cool about that is we literally put in on the Red River, we used the same boat ramp and we took off and we were just live the whole day. So we were fishing the same body of water and we were doing, you know, head to head as much. You go by pounds, how much you catch. So you can either play that game trying to catch big fish or smaller fish, but you want to make sure that you catch more fish and more weight. I got beat, unfortunately, that day. I think that I was weighing my first 10 fish in ounces instead of pounds. I think that hurt me quite a bit. We're not 100% sure if that was what happened, but a lot of it didn't make sense. I think Brian actually said that I should have won, but regardless of how that ended up,
It's so lost.
I'm already predicting me winning by over 180 pounds against Liz.
Yeah, that wasn't ugly. That was just dirty, what you predicted between us two.
No, but I mean, see, Brian.
Oh, I bet he is on here.
I don't know that Brian can remember exactly what happened, but
you're just talking trash because you didn't think he was on here.
Yes, so good question. Only one person in the boat. So yes, this is strictly the only other time you're going to have people in the boat is if it's going to be Liz or I. So we just want to do it first. You'll see us. I'll be in the boat by myself. She'll be in the boat by herself. But moving forward, like let's say that, you know, there's a couple things, you know, everybody has reached out to us. Obviously, we'd love to have everybody in this bracket system. We're only doing 16, technically 14, because Liz and I are going to be a part of it. But you have to be personable. You got to be fun. You got to be willing to talk. Like you can't just
you got to be positive,
right? You got to have fun.
Like slammed and not catching a fish, and then like cussing out your mic because you're going to be live, and things get a little rough and tough.
Ouch.
Ooh, see that? I mean, that's more of a realistic win right there, Alex. See, and that was hard because we were saying you had to, huh?
You got to see this firsthand, and that's another thing.
I did. That's what Joe Crawford was asking. Only one person in the boat for the bracket. So the only reason I was with you that day, we were out of town in Louisiana, but I couldn't say or point out anything. And there was one time you had your back to the rods and you were getting a fish out of the net to weigh it, and the rod just went boom. And I was like looking, and I couldn't say anything, and that was really hard. But that was the only reason I was with you that one day.
Yeah, but what was cool is like that morning I was in a bad area and I was just getting a few bites here and there. But on the other end, Brian is killing me, and I think he was maybe up 80 pounds at one point, and I maybe had 9. And I remember, so your camera and everything you're seeing is like usually you have it on your console facing back of the boat. And I remember I sat down, I had my headset on, I'm on everything that Brian says, I can hear. Glenn was doing some commentating, so everybody's in my ear, and I look in the corner of my eye and I see my phone and I'm reading the comments, and it's literally, he's going back to the ramp, he's done, he might as well go home. And that, like, believe it or not, I know this is a lot of fun and stuff, but when it's a one-on-one,
I think it's in your head.
A ton of pressure, like I'm telling you. Now, luckily, I went and found some fish and made it an awesome comeback. And again, I think the next 3 or 4 fish I weighed on, I must have hit the ounces. So I think I was, you know, or whoever's put me down for like, you know, 1 pound, 2 ounce total, and it should have been like probably 20 pounds. But we'll leave that at that. We'll get some better scales because Brian actually let me borrow a scale that morning. So I think it was
that's what it was, Brian. You hear him. You're hearing all this.
We're not, like I said,
loser.
It's going to take some. But again,
y'all just wait till I beat him and then see how he is. Even crying.
Whatever. So that's how it'll work. So like we'll go against each other. You'll see like the total pounds, and then obviously you'll see where it says Alex Nagy on the next bracket, and then boats 3 and 4. You know, we want to. It's got to be realistic. So you'll probably see Liz and I go. Let's say that Monty and Brian, for example, they're both in Texas. They want to go head to head. You know, they're going to have some good personalities and have some fun with it. We're going to go down there.
Yeah.
We're gonna go down there, and you know, Liz might be on Brian's boat, I might be on Monty's boat, and that's just simply for us kind of making sure that, you know, we have Starlink, we're setting things up right, the camera's good, and just to make sure that people that are at home watching it has a good event. And as this grows, this is just going to really explode into more and more technology and more people behind it, more sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're just kind of just playing with it, having some fun. We'll probably have like a big belt or some trophies for it and stuff. And I know that there's been some people we've talked about, like, you know, what if, you know, when Liz and Alex go head to head, maybe they got to spin a thing. I know that Sakoti and Josh and JR did some stuff like that. And like, they got to use chicken for an hour and stuff like that. Right now, we just want to keep it pretty simple and fun, and we'll kind of play off that. But I don't know I
think it can really open up a lot, like for the future too.
Yeah, there's a lot of power behind this. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I'm just playing. Brian beat me fair and square. But again, like for example, you know, the next two, so definitely reach out to us, but you have to understand a lot of people are reaching out to us, so don't think that we're not getting back to you or we don't want you. There's literally the main stipulations that we're looking at is obviously people that have supported us, but you know, what can you bring to the table if you want to be a part of this? Because there's going to be a ton of people watching. So it's kind of our way, Liz and I, to give back to the anglers and help that platform of building anglers. So, you know, Devin Little, I think, is a perfect example. He's young, he's getting into the game, he's traveling, and I know he'd be fun on camera. He's got a YouTube. So you don't have to be a ton of an angler. You just got to be somebody that wants to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And it's completely separate. So, I mean, this is not going to be, this is its own thing completely.
And like, this ain't going to be complete by the end of April. This is like a season long bracket.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's like I said, it's going to take a while. Obviously, the first set, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing out names. These are by no means mean anything. Let's say that we get a chance to run to Texas and Monty and Brian go head to head, you know, and then 5 and 6. You know, we want to start kind of filling this out. But then again, you guys got to realize that Liz and I will have to probably be a part of it. You know, from here on out, we'll have to probably be on most of the boats to make it really work, you know, and be successful. And Andy brings up a good point. How are you going to fill out the spots? I mean, there's no money or nothing. It's just we want to, again, find the people that are going to have fun and be able to do, like, talk on the mic. You know what I mean? So just because you're a great angler, but you can't talk on the mic, like we need you to be able to talk and say, hey, you can't be scared of showing your rig or how you're cutting bait or how everybody's going to see exactly what you're doing. So if you don't want to show what you're doing, then you definitely don't want to be a part of this, because everything is going to be seen for sure. So Dustin brought up a good question. So he says, so how do you figure out what body of water is going to be used? So, you know, for us, Pool 19 is a really good channel cat fishery. We love it. We've both fished it. And it's close to home. So we're going to go hit that, kind of really showcase what our whole plan is to make it work. And then let's just say that, you know, Brian, like
you and Kirk or someone, like you just meet in St. Louis area, you know, and you fish the Alton area, you know, you just decide on an area to fish.
Yeah, and even like this is a good idea, or north and south bracket, draw a line somewhere. And I think that, you know, let's just say that JT is in Oklahoma. Again, if I'm saying names, it's just because it's just coming to my mind. But let's just say that like we use JT Ray and Devin Little. They both are in Oklahoma. So we pick a body of water that they both say, okay, that makes, obviously, if Devin is backyard is Keystone, I don't know about going to Keystone makes the most sense. So maybe we try to find a common ground between Devin and JT and we go head to head. They obviously both got to be for it. Like I said, but again, a couple things. And again, we want everybody to be a part of it, but it's what are those anglers going to do? Can they kind of bring some fun and excitement to it if they go live? Because if you've not been live, it takes a while to really talk to a camera. And then just because Liz and I will be in the boat doesn't mean we're not going to really talk to you. We're going to maybe ask some questions, but it's really relying on you to, have fun, talk to your fans. You're going to have a lot of family and friends and people watching. So, so we're going to, hopefully some of you guys are having Starlink. Like I said, we have the issue with the Starlink that we have right now is just extremely powerful, and you've got to have some lithium batteries to run it. So we have like the original Roam, but the plus side of that is it's extremely powerful and has awesome bandwidth. So like in one of the boats that has that we have, or our boat, we are using a DSLR. So like if you see what Liz is using right now, I'll kind of blow this up again, just me and you. So Liz has a Sony DSLR that's hooked up to the computer. I'm just using a MacBook, but a cell phone just doesn't usually give you the best. So like being able to have this Sony, it really, takes the background, or it just doesn't, it really focuses on her and her not catching fish. So, but I know there's a few of us that have the Starlink minis. So, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see. I know Chris Wallace has a Starlink mini. I know Brian, I think, is getting a Starlink mini. But the biggest thing is we don't want you to have to get a Sony. But like I said, we're going to try to probably be on a lot of the boats, bring most of the gear. If it's a weird situation where we can't be, maybe we'll ship you some Starlink stuff and all that. But like I said, it's going to get a lot of growth, some changes. But I mean, this is my goal is that we look back at this in 2, 5, 10 years ago. You remember when we started that 1v1 bracket and we had to like travel and get on boats and all this crazy stuff. So, yeah, so hopefully, Dustin, that answers your question. So local waters, no, it would not be fair for, like us and Timmy Otto going head to head on 19 would be fair. For us to go to, that'd be like I'm going to Texoma and fishing against, Matt Mosley or Michael Purdue. Like that's not probably the best, scenario. So we want to kind of find that middle of ground that everybody's cool with and play off that a little bit. But we'll definitely, any thoughts or, questions or stuff you guys have, we'd love to, kind of answer them the best we can. What's people think of it so far? Like I said, we've done some 1v1s before. We do a lot of side betting. Pretty pumped about it. I mean, I'm ready to go.
I think there's a lot of excited people too.
Huh?
I think there's a lot of excited people.
Yeah. So yeah, the Starlink, again, the main thing is you have to have good service. Like we've learned that we've played, and if you've followed Twisted Cat long enough, I think you've seen I've emceed a couple tournaments where I brought in some guys, 4 or 5 teams fished a Texas tournament. And then I brought them all in on my computer and followed them along. But again, the most important thing is having audio. The audio is almost more important than, the video. So 100% middle ground for sure. 1v1 awesome. So overall, a lot of big news tonight. 10,000 Angler of the Year, 2,500 runner up, 1v1 bracket, Morgan City, Louisiana Championship, possibly a contender to Bama Blues out west. There's a lot of big things in the works, and we couldn't obviously do it without everybody, the sponsors, you see at the bottom of this, and to help grow this. And obviously the people that are watching, just like we talked about, it's crazy how many people get excited about some of this stuff. Devin Little, Wilson, and April pre-fishing for Owners Invitational. Keep us both from being able to pre-fish it all. Let's do it, regardless if he allows it or not. Anytime, anywhere. What the 1v1 will be for? I don't know. We're not going to have any money or anything, obviously, for it since it's something brand new, but definitely probably do a really cool trophy or trophy plaque belt, something really cool.
But once this grows and it gets out there and people like see how serious it's going to be, maybe there could be some added money into that, because it's going to be pretty pro, once I go all the way to the championship.
Yeah. So what's everybody think about some of this news tonight? Was it what you were expecting, what you thought, what you wanted to hear? It's like I said, my phone is blown up today. My messenger, Joe Ludke reached out. There's tons of people that's reached out.
Borrowed mule.
Dude,
Tony.
Concrete, if you haven't contacted Liz to get on the waiting list, dude, I don't know what to tell you, because you got, I think, how many's in there? 7 now right now? Or do you got a confirmation on boat 7?
Well, I haven't got a confirmation on boat 7. Who was that? But go to the Alton Catfish page and text or call me.
Yeah. Bragging rights. Absolutely bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights. That's the biggest thing.
Will, you're not allowed in the 1v1 because you catch too many big fish.
Yeah, Keith Hurley. He was asking about it, but I've not heard from him.
Ooh. Maybe you are down. I'll have to check my complete list. Oh, look at this.
What is it? Get those 20. Yeah, baby. Actually, yeah, you do need to get those going.
Yeah, and what Tom said here, power pole stepping up big. And again, if you didn't hear, that's, one thing we struggle with is Angler of the Year, what to give them. We're already doing a no entry fee championship. So this $10,000 is a big deal. Not only, and as you can see, JT Ray, Joe Lunsford, Eddie, Kevin Parks, John Jameson, some of the Anglers of the Years that we've had in the past, money is like the small part of it. The fact that being the Angler of the Year for Twisted Cat, and in my opinion, this is obviously my opinion only, I think that is the best of the best that we have in catfishing right now, because you have to work to get in it. Some people don't even get in to the championship, let alone becoming Angler of the Year.
I think 1v1 during the tournaments are on the table. I feel like the last one we did, I don't know. That's just extra coming from us. So
yeah, the 1v1 is something I think we'll kind of play with them a little bit too. This is just more like the whole goal on the 1v1 is we want to get them live. And the issue at the tournaments, I think, is some people don't want to go live. So we're definitely still going to play with that. But this, again, look at it. This 1v1 bracket is something completely different. It's Twisted Cat, but it's a 1v1 bracket. Again, that's me in a boat, her in a boat, head to head. Nobody else. My partner doesn't get to be in the boat. Your partner is not in the boat. It's just one-on-one. The only people.
Blood.
The only people who's coming for blood?
Crawford. I'm coming for the Angler of the Year 26.
Crawford's got a good start. I'm impressed with Crawford. I want him. He's supported us for a long time. I don't know, Crawford, do you want to be a part of this 1v1?
He's due.
Yeah, I'd like to see Crawford in the 1v1. But
yeah,
the only people that can be in your boat, and this is absolutely zero exceptions, is going to be Liz and I. And that's only because we're going to be obviously putting this on, maybe doing
You're reeling
stuff
the
like
fish,
that.
you're netting the fish, you're baiting your
We're gonna
hook,
do everything.
throwing it out, you're on live. It's a lot. Like, it gets to you.
What's funny is like until you do it, you just don't even realize the stress.
I mean, you feel like, oh, it's just like tying your shoes, but no, it is so, it can be stressful.
Yeah.
Cole.
That'd be cool. Joe Lucky and Joseph Crawford. I like
I
that.
know Joe reached out to you, right?
Yeah, Ludke reached out to me. So you take those two, for example. You take a Joseph Crawford, Northern Illinois. You take Joe Ludke, Central Illinois. Now you find a body of water that they both have to agree on. It's a kind of a common ground. You know what I mean? And I think, to Grant, this is a perfect thing. I think a lot of people, they get caught up in, well, my partner did this. This is all on you. Like, this is going to showcase everything, from losing the fish at the boat, you didn't net it right, or you hit it with the net. I mean, you have no partner to help you.
It's no one else's fault but yours.
Yeah.
You didn't put my bait on right.
So, like I said, give us some time. We'll slowly get this thing filled out as it comes, and it's going to change a little bit, but I promise you, in the next 2 months, you're going to start seeing some names move on there and kind of some tournaments happen. But I would say, when can we go 1v1?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Are we going up to channel catting, or are we staying down and getting big bites?
I think we go to channel cat and
play. I think channel catting is about to. I mean, it's going to be on fire soon.
Yeah, is the ice? Hopefully I think the ice is off.
Yeah. Hey, where'd you get this thing at? I like this.
What's it say on it? Oh, that's the floats. The floats for the bogas. It's that company.
I've never seen this. It's a clip.
Oh, with a knife?
But you got a bottle opener and like a nail file and whatever that is. You got a pair of scissors.
Oh, I didn't know it had scissors in it.
And then you got a knife all on this hook. Like, that's nifty. That's really nifty. I like that.
Ooh,
no buys.
No buys. I was gonna try to give you a buy, but you're gonna get a bye-bye.
I don't need a buy.
You're gonna get a bye-bye in round 1.
Yeah, bye-bye. Baby, you're gonna need a bottle. Oh, Roxy, you're killing my legs, girl. All right, what else is on the list?
Wagner Chronicles. I don't know if that's a doorbell. There's somebody coming in. The dog is bought and paid for by Suzuki. I hope she takes it all the way to the bank and reminds you about the rest of your life.
I wish this dog was paid for by a Suzuki. She's expensive.
Oh, gosh.
She gets more haircuts than I do in the year. She goes to more doctor visits than I go to. Oh, hey, Jerry.
It's Leah. You like our new Arkansas boy?
Yeah.
I do.
Moving.
Yeah.
I like the Arkansas look on him.
You're coming to join.
Y'all dressed him up for the live and everything.
We did.
He's cute.
Yeah, I got me a new little rain jacket.
It was blue day at school today, so I'm wearing blue on. Wait, where's my leg? Blue for Dr. Seuss week, and tomorrow's Wacky Wednesday. I don't know what I'm wearing yet.
So I think we've got.
Hey. Hi, Terry. Nagy, give me Ludke. He accepted. Ooh. Cole wants to be my net man.
But there is no net man, Cole. It's all you got to do. You can't help at all, man.
I know. Tell Ed I love him.
He's got a couple turtle boxes in here. I'm gonna see if I can't score on some of this stuff. He's got all the good stuff down here.
You got any candy? He got a candy drawer?
He's got a massive, like, this giant screen here behind my little laptop. What's up, Terry? So Lisa said y'all still having the original 1v1. Well, like I said, we'll still probably play on that a little bit. You know, the whole goal with the 1v1 is we want to get it live. So, you know, in Texas, obviously we wanted to do it live, remember? But it was brutal. We just couldn't handle Texas. We couldn't really get it set up like we wanted it to.
I will put up a brand new pro cap that I had planned.
Ooh, that's a big deal there, boy.
In one bracket or all the way to the finish, Chad? That's a big, like, gamble. I'm interested. Okay.
Yeah, so I think like I said, I've got some. What's up, Amber? I put some 30-pound channel caps in the boat in first round. So we'll see. Like I said, reach out to us. Obviously, remember that the most important thing is you have to be sociable. You have to be fun. You got to be able to talk on a mic, be able to talk a little trash. And we want to do some videos. So we want to build each 1v1 up. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk some crap about Liz but I never.
You already did. Yes, please.
Yeah. Boy, I've seen your waypoints. I drive right over your waypoints.
I'll beat you to the hot spots anyway. I don't need it.
Here's a question while you're people that are watching. I thought about this on my drive today. The only thing I don't know is how do you do the morning where. So when Brian and I fished against each other, I think we got some frozen skipjack and maybe shared it or something, because that is going to become a little bit of an issue where we don't want. You can't have like Liz and I go head to head, and then I spend 3 days before where she can't getting fresh bait, and then we come in and like we just go straight to the tournament. So either A, we have to that
what
morning.
What did you guys do like the first hour?
So we just did like I kind of liked it, but not really. Like the first from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., it was just do your own. You can fish, and everything you catch goes in a live well as a mystery fish.
As a mystery, that's right. Because did you have you played it off like you had a mystery and you did it, or did Brian? I can't remember.
I didn't catch anything from 7 to 8, and he did. So I ended up beating Brian from 8 to 3. I beat Brian, but then I didn't have any mystery fish, and he had several. So he ended up. I came back throughout the day, but then he beat me at the end. So I think exactly what Cole and Grant is saying. I think that, you know, if Liz and I are going to go fish pool 19, you really can't pre-fish unless it's something that we both can fish. And then I thought about this. I thought about this. Both show up with no bait. Here's the issue. What if it's a place where the bait sucks? It's really tough to get, and you both are it's 7 o'clock and you're both struggling to get bait, and it kind of kills the vibe of the event. So I don't know. We're kind of playing with that. I love all the ideas, but you have to, again, be realistic of what makes the most sense.
Yeah. Because you would go catch fresh skip or something, and I'd show up with Hy-Vee chicken and whip that butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tournament was from 7 to 3, 8 to 3. So I think Brian, did we do 6 to 7, the mystery, or how do we do that? Dylan, the last time I did a tournament against you, you didn't weigh a fish. So I don't think you can call me
Yeah,
out.
but he's going against Cole in that, not you.
And Brian, do you remember? Didn't we kind of share bait or something? Because it's I don't know that's the only. Look at this.
Yes. Call him out. Would you take the ice, Roxy?
So there's just a few things that we want to work out and make sense. Again, it's not bass, because bass fishing is completely different. So the bait thing can be an issue. We just got to figure that out.
Let the trash talk begin.
So we shared bait. I think that maybe, like I said, I don't know that we even got on the water, maybe, or we couldn't fish that area. Yeah, last time I fished against Cole and Dylan, they skunked. 1 day scouting, and I'm not against the 1 day scouting.
Both teams can do it though.
I think both teams got to be able to do it, but the whole thing is bait. Like, how do you, if me and you are going to go up to pool 19 and we don't have bait and it's a crazy crappy day and the bait's tough to get, and you spend the next 3 or 4 hours trying to get bait, you don't have bait, like, but I brought frozen bait, but you didn't, and then you don't have bait for 4 or 5 hours, like, it just doesn't make it fun. So you almost got to start off with the same bait. Maybe you work together to get the bait, but then I don't know. So that's just something that we're kind of playing with. And any ideas, we'll take them. But again, it's got to be realistic where it makes sense and it's fair for both people to go head to head. You know, obviously I can't have fresh skipjack next day for me against Liz or whatever. And it's just not fair if you kind of do it that way. Ooh, Charlie said that Julie can have a week of pre-fishing. Charlie, that's low, bro. I didn't even say that.
No, you just said that you're gonna outbeat me by like 180.
No, I said I'll smoke you. And I'm not against this either. I'm not afraid to go just chicken. And
I don't know. We've done that before and had skip a piece. We could like, I mean, whenever we do some other brackets, I think, and go more in depth with them, like we could do, like what Doug Evans, he wanted a night tournament, so we can get more specific.
Yeah, Doug. I mean, my days of night tournaments are over, I think.
Who was it? Was it Caleb McAdams? He goes, "We only sleep on my boat at night." I'm like obsessed with this little thing.
Yeah, take them. They're yours. Happy birthday.
Birthday's not.
Yeah, so we'll have some fun with it. Maybe we even do chicken. We get chicken breasts for, both or something. Joe said, Joe, what are you saying mine to? What's Joe Lucky saying mine to?
What is only used for sleeping at night?
Our own. I mean, if you wash your hands, don't want. If I haven't got it yet,
almond vanilla.
Coffee chip.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No more night.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. My night tournament days are over too, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, and maybe during this we kind of play with maybe 1 hour of the day is just chicken or something. I don't know, just whatever. I mean, we want to have fun with it, but it's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm super pumped.
It'll be really interesting. Roxy, quit licking the rod holders. What are you licking? We're not licking. Like on the cooking show. The secret food.
Ooh, yeah. Fish drop penalty too. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you got to have some penalties, some kind of unique penalties.
Yeah.
It could get wild. I mean, drop a fish, you got to take one fish off the weight, or I mean, you can do some pretty crazy stuff.
True story.
So we'll come up with some things, and in the meantime, like I said, everything's got to make sense. Like I know Joe Lunsford or Joe Ludke and Joseph Crawford. They were kind of talking about going head to head. I kind of like a JT Ray and a Devin Little. I kind of like a Brian and a Monty. There's a lot of cool people. I kind of like a Charlie and a Julie.
Yeah. Julie needs to win some bragging rights against him. I'm with you.
Purdue and Mosley. I mean, there's a lot of cool things. So the Wheel of Misfortune, yes, I've seen some of that too. So again, this is just one bracket of many. I promise we're going to put a lot of effort into this. We've got a lot of thoughts. I will be driving. I drive a lot this week, and trust me, that's my mind is doing this as I'm driving the whole time. Ooh, Donald and Dylan. That would be that'd be a rough one to watch, wouldn't it? A lot of just straight up rods. So if you want to be a part of it, but again, the biggest thing is you got to be excited, want to be live. It's a big deal, and that's a big thing. All right, well, it's been an hour. Hopefully this.
Did we go over everything?
I don't know.
Bracket.
Yeah.
Championship. You're not saying the couple places for the rest of this year? Okay. What about a next year stop? We just don't know the date too.
We just don't know the dates yet. I mean, you can say it. So we're looking. Go ahead and tell them. February-ish.
For a regular season tournament for the 2027 trail. We just don't know the certain date for it. Morgan City.
Yes,
we'll be on the map for a regular tournament date in 27.
And we're definitely looking at, we don't know our plans. I got to talk to the higher ups and make sure that things made sense. And we want to really try to get back and do another TCO Expo. And, we have plans. I know you think it's just an expo and this and that, but there's always stuff behind the madness of what we're looking at. Can there be a tournament aspect of it? Absolutely. But it's just, we want to grow it slowly to make sure it's done right. And I think it was really, really awesome. Yes, great. So boundaries for Morgan City will absolutely have boundaries, 100%. It did not last year. I take blame for that. Like I said, it'll be boundaries for sure. Jack and Jill, we're working on it. We just have not got with Muscatine. We have not heard back. We talked a little bit with the mayor. So we're going to do some type of Jack and Jill for sure. Even if it's something that we throw together, we will have a Jack and Jill this year. Obviously not points, but we will have a Jack and Jill. So other than that, I think that's everything. So definitely shoot us a message. But again, remember, think hard before you say, hey, I want to be a part of it. Coming at me or Liz and saying, hey, again, this is just me thinking out loud. The JT and Devin, they're both in Oklahoma. It's something that I think we can make sense of it. Maybe it's a trip that we go and we hit. And then later on we go and do Monty and Brian or whatever, or Purdue and Mosley or something in the Texas area. And then we go to Alabama and it's Chris Wallace against this Jeff Helm, or it's Jackson Mitchell against Mike Mitchell, father, son, Julie and Charlie. I really like that too. Cole against Dylan. I mean, it's be rough to watch again, but still fun. Right, Cole? So
Expo shirts are still on sale. We've got limited sizes, no small, but we got medium through 2X. Like I said, limited sizes, gray, yellow, and orange, or it's actually called melon and neon yellow. And I forgot what the gray was, but $25, free shipping. Still got some. Just mailed out some today and yesterday.
Okay. Well, I am ready to roll. Thanks for being on. I know this is kind of weird. You're in that seat and I'm down in Arkansas, but got some more big things coming, hopefully the end of the week. And this thing's going to start really soon, probably maybe the next 2 weeks, right? Maybe.
Yeah, if we get some, I want it to be
Weather.
dry weather.
Yeah.
I mean, we got rain the next 10 days up here.
We need it. We need some river, some water down in
Water, to fill some water. Fill
All
up
right,
the
well,
river.
again, think if you want to be a part of it. And like I said, if it's somebody that if you're in Texas or you're in Alabama or Ohio and you say, hey, maybe this person, but you kind of see it's not there's a lot to say about doing this and being all in and being live in front of people and having fun with it. So yeah, Charlie, we'll have to definitely do that.
Yeah, in Louisiana.
Love you, Timmy.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
for me.
All right, I'm out.
Okay.
See ya.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.